So hello everyone, it's me D-Alber. Winter is over, so that means that we got the spring 2019 anime list, and as always, and by always I mean like the last 4 seasons, I'm gonna read every single thing that's in here and add stuff to my anime list. I have not seen anything aside from what's right in front of me at this moment, so this is like a surprise thing, I guess, or like I don't know. I don't think I have to explain a lot. So let's just get started, I guess. Um, Shield Hero 2, which is the leftover. I am absolutely loving this right now. I'm gonna keep watching. It's a really good isekai, actually. And last season I was like, oh, it's a generic isekai, I probably won't watch. I started it after I saw the initial hype, and it's been really consistent, really good right now. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep watching. Shingeki no Kyojin 3. I'm gonna watch it because I've watched all of the other ones. And honestly, that's it. That's the only reason why I'm watching it. Because I have not enjoyed the last few seasons, actually. I just don't find them that entertaining anymore. But who knows? I can be generally surprised and be like, well, this became amazing again. So yeah, watching that, I guess. One Punch Man second season. That's another thing I'll watch. I absolutely loved first season. It's, I would argue, it's my favorite comedy I've watched anime wise. I haven't watched a lot, but it's just amazing. I have not really enjoyed Mob Psycho a lot lately, so I hope this is a little bit better. Moving on. Dororo. I did not start season 1, so I would not be watching this. But apparently it's really good. It's still on my, what do you call it? My to watch list. So I'll eventually watch it, but there's no time for that. Fairy Tail final series. I have never watched Fairy Tail. I'm not into that, so that's a no. Kenja no Mago. A young man who had surely died in an accident was reborn in another world as a baby. After that, he was picked up by a patriot hero sage, Merlin Wolford, and was given the name Shin. He was raised as a grandson by Merlin and soaked up Merlin's teachings, earning him some shocking powers. However, when he became 15, his grandfather Merlin said, "I forgot to teach him common sense." An abnormal boy's unconventional otherworld fantasy life starts here. It looks okay. It looks action, comedy, fantasy, and magic. The plot looks okay, I guess. Doesn't really attract me that much, so I'll have to keep an eye on it, I guess. But doesn't sound that interesting to me. Next 3, Bungo Stray Dogs. I have not watched season 1 or 2, so that's a no for me. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Action, demons, historical, shonen, and supernatural. Okay. Since ancient times, rumors have abounded of man-eating demons lurking in the woods. Because of this, the local townsfolk never venture outside at night. Legend has it that a demon slayer also roams the night, hunting down these bloodthirsty demons. Even since the death of his father, Tanjiro has taken it upon himself to support his mother and 5 siblings. Although their lives may be hardened by tragedy, they found happiness. But the ephemeral warmth is shattered one day when Tanjiro finds his family slaughtered and the lone survivor, his sister Nezuko, turned into a demon. Well, now that's a lot of spoilers and stuff. Then I guess he comes and stuff, and I won't keep reading because I think they're probably gonna do that in the first episode, but I would rather go in blindly. I like it. I like how it sounds. I'm added it to the list. It also starts April 6th, which is the day of my birthday, funny enough. So there's that. Yeah, sounds good to me. Isekai Quartet. Oh, wait, what is this? Petty crossover anime featuring characters from Warlord, Konosuba, ReZero, and JoJo Senki. Have watched neither of these animes, so I will not watch this. But it looks like comedy parody. You know how chibi anime are. Could be interesting for someone, not for me though. Bokutachi wa Bankyu ga Dekinai. Oh boy. Yuiga and Ryuki charters 3 geniuses of different subjects in high school to get a scholarship. Furuhashi Fumino is a genius in literature but horrible in math. Okada Rizu is a genius in mathematics and science, but literature and arts are terrible subjects for her. And Takamoto Raku is a genius in the athletic field, but really bad in all the others. Together they study very hard and want to get better at the worst subjects, while Fumino and Okada want to go to college and work on the subjects for life. So it's the horror month of the season, I guess. The girls look cute, but not really into romance that much. Maybe I'll watch it if it's good. Like Kaguya-sama, which I have not watched, but it's good, so I'll do eventually. Nande Koko ni Sensei ka? Ichiro Sato is about as average as a student can get, except for his above average ability to land himself in total awkward, intensely risky situations with his no-nonsense teacher Kana Kojima. Ikura has his hands full dealing with these steamy shenanigans and unexpected encounters in the most unlikely places. At least it can't get any worse, right? So it's I don't know, comedy etchy, I guess. Short form, so that means it's like 15 minutes episodes. Huh, that's not that short, but okay. Again, not my type of anime. I'm more on the action, which is apparently what's next. Fairy Gone. The anime set in a world where fairies possess and reside within animals, granting them special powers. By surgically removing and transplanting the organs of a possessed animal into a human, humans can partially summon the fairy and use it as a weapon. Eventually, such individuals were used for war and were called fairy soldiers. After a long war, these soldiers lost their purpose and had to reintegrate into society, from the government to the mafia, and even becoming terrorists, each thread their own path. The story begins 9 years after the end of the war and centers on the protagonist Maria. Maria is a fresh recruit of Dorothea, an organization dedicated to the investigation and suppression of fairly related crimes and incidents. Even in peace times, the government is still unstable after the war. Many criminals still have lingering wounds from the previous conflict, and there are terrorist groups bent on revenge. This is the story of the fairy soldiers seeking their own justice in a chaotic post-war world. I like how it sounds. It sounds like a good plot, something I'm definitely interested in watching, so that's going into the list. I hope it's good, and then they make like a sequel about the war. Well, I guess a prequel. Not much to say. That's my kind of anime. Fruits Basket, is that gonna be a edgy thing? Comedy drama fantasy romance show just like his life. Oh, there's already 2 episodes? No, March 16, okay. High school student Tohru Honda begins living alone in a tent after she loses her mother, who was her only remaining family member. However, it turns out that the land she pitches her tent on is part of the distinguished Soma family estate. When Shigure Soma sees the value of her housekeeping skills, Tohru ends up living with Yuki Soma, who is essentially the prince of her school, and Kyo Soma, who regards Yuki as the enemy. Still, there's something Tohru doesn't know yet. The Soma family has been bound for centuries by a horrible curse. Not a lot to gather from the plot description. Not gonna add it for now. Midara no Ao-chan wa benkyou ga dekinai. That's a long thing. No romance. There's been a lot of romance. When I was in kindergarten, she smiled ear to ear as she told her classmates how her father, a best-selling erotic author, chose her name. A as in Apple and O as in Orgy. That day still haunts her 10 years later as she studies with a single goal in mind, getting to an elite university and achieve independence from her father once and for all. She has no youth to misspend and no time to think about boys, until her classmate, King Normie, Kijima, approaches her with a shocking confession of love. She tries to lose Kijima, but he can just take a hint, and as her mind runs wild with impure thoughts, she realizes her father has totally influenced her. Sounds like, I guess, the best ecchi comedy so far, but I generally just tend to wait on this like till the first couple episodes are out, and we have the you know, what do you call it, the general acceptance or something on the anime. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit. JoJo still going on. I have not watched any JoJo, so can't watch that. Sewayaki Kitsune no Senko-san. I don't know why this looks so familiar. The everyday life of Nakano, a salary man working for an exploitative company, is suddenly intruded upon by the fox, Senko-san, 800-year-old little girl. Whether it be cooking, cleaning, or special service, she'll heal his exhaustion with her tender care. So it's like the Dragon Maid, but with Fox Girl. I did not watch Dragon Maid either, which sucks. There's a lot of things I haven't watched that I should have. Wait, it's comedy romance with a 800-year-old girl. Soku Wari Monogatari. I have not watched any Monogatari things either, so cannot watch it. Shumitsu Toshi. Okay. One day, a city suddenly disappears. Takuya, a professional by the contract courier and lone wolf, meets Yuki, the only survivor from the city's extinction. The two rely on a message from Yuki's father, who was heard to be missing, and head towards the disappearing city, lost. However, unexpected obstacles strike before their pair, with the reality especially shocking for Yuki. Before them are the feelings for those left behind, a mysterious group manipulating in the shadows and unveiling the hidden conspiracy. Takuya and Yuki, who both were initially strangers, would deepen their bond during the journey and unravel the mystery of the lost city. It doesn't sound that appealing, but I'll add it anyways because this is probably the things I like. Wait, is this the same thing? It is. The poster on Mal is really different. Like, look at that poster and look at this poster. It's totally different. Right, let's keep going. Senryu Shoujo. At first glance, Yukishu Nanako seems like a normal high school girl, but she has a notable eccentricity. Instead of speaking, she communicates only through reading Senryu poetry. This means she expresses herself in only 5 syllables. To most, this might seem like an inconvenience, but for Nanako and her ex-delinquent bestie, Busujima Eiji, it adds to the experience of their high school lives as they run the literature club. Okay, that looks like an interesting enough plot. At least to give it a go with the beginning. That's something I like. I don't know why it sounds so appealing. Yeah, but I'm not looking for the manga. I'm looking for the. There we go. It does not say. Oh no, it does say comedy. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's the other comedy I watched aside from One Punch Man. Nobunaga Sensei no Osana Suma. I wish I knew Japanese so I could translate this. Short form. The romantic comedy manga story centers on Nobunaga, a middle school teacher who constantly dreams of a beautiful girl who loves him appearing in front of him. One day, the 14-year-old Kichu, the wife of the real-life Warring State spirit warlord Oda Nobunaga, appears in front of him, having apparently traveled through time. She mistakes present-day Nobunaga for the historical Oda Nobunaga and tries to get him to get her pregnant. No. Gunju no Magmel. One day in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, a miracle occurred. A new continent appeared out of nowhere. The new continent was the home for new and mysterious plants, creatures, and minerals. Humanity is excited as the age of exploration has returned. Studio Period. What has Studio Period? Black Clover, Tokyo Ghoul. Ooh. Boruto, Naruto. Okay. So they have sick animation for fighting. this is the risk pick, I think, because it could be as good as Made in Abyss. Just by reading this, I would assume this could be as good as Made in Abyss, or really terrible, like I don't know, something bad. Think about that, because I never watch bad anime, obviously. Yeah, I hope it's good. It sounds interesting enough. The poster doesn't have me really that excited for it, but we'll see where it goes. Kono yo no Hateke koi wa utao shouju juno. Drama sci-fi is from a manga. Takuya Airama is a young student whose father, a historian who has conducted various researches, disappeared recently. During a summer vacation, Takuya receives a peculiar package from his missing father, along with a letter containing information about the existence of various parallel worlds. At first, Takuya doesn't take it seriously, but soon he realizes that he possesses the device that allows him to travel to alternate dimensions. Is his father alive? After all, if so, where is he? See, the poster tells me that he's gonna travel to different dimensions and get a harem for himself while searching for his father. I'll add it, but I do not know how good it will be. It says 26 episodes, so that's gonna be for 2 seasons. So that will be quite a commitment, I guess. The manga has an 8 score, but only 10 people ranked it. I mean, that's not a lot of people. Huh. Well, another risky pick, I guess. Hopefully it's good. Obviously, I hope that everything that comes out is good. Another comedy school shonen slice of life. Hitoriboshi no Seikatsu. Or double circle Seikatsu. I don't know if you want to pronounce that. Probably not. Hitoriboshi suffers from an extreme social anxiety. She's not good at talking to people, takes pretty extreme actions, is surprisingly adept at avoiding people, her legs cramp when she overexerts herself, gets full of herself when alone, will vomit when exposed to extreme tension, and often comes up with plans. Now she is entering middle school, and her only friend, Yawarakai, is attending a different school. I lost myself. This leaves Pochi alone, surrounded by new classmates with whom she must make friends before Kai will talk to her again. It looks cute, I guess, but waiting as always. Aire-san oritai tsuga urayade. I'm gonna read it because it's short, but I'm not gonna watch it because I don't really watch ecchi, I guess. In the story, male student Sota Tsukishima begins working at his family's public bathhouse as a backwasher. While concealing her true identity, Soda's classmate Aoi Yusuke visits the bathhouse. A relationship between the two begins to develop when Soda washes Aoi's back. Then why are the 2 girls if there's a main character? I don't know. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it. I don't know. Let me take a little bit of a sip of my water because it's been almost 20 minutes of talking. And now I'm not used to that. Right, Kono Oto Tomare. Since the graduation of the senior members of the club, Takesu ends up being the sole member of the koto, traditional Japanese string instrument club. Now that the new school year has begun, Takesu will have to seek out new members into the club or the club will become terminated. Out of nowhere, a new member barges into the near abandoned club room, demanding to join the club. How will Takesu be able to keep this club alive and deal with this rascal of a new member? So it's K-On! But with boys, and it says shonen, huh? Another one I'll just have to wait for it. But I've added a lot of anime to watch right now, so even if it's good, this is probably one I will not watch. So yeah, moving on. Carol and Tuesday. 2-hour series, 24 episodes. Okay. 50 years have passed since mankind began migrating to the new frontier, Mars. It's an age where most culture is produced by AI, and people are content to be passive consumers. There's a girl, scrapping a living in the metropolis of Alpa City. She's working part-time while trying to become a musician. She's always felt like something is missing. Her name's Carol. There's a girl, born to a wealthy family in the provincial town of Herschel City. She dreams of becoming a musician, but nobody around her understands. She feels like the loneliest person in the world. Her name is Tuesday. A chance meeting brings them together. They want to sing. They want to make music. Together, they feel like they just might have a chance. The two of them may only create a tiny wave, but what will eventually grow into something larger. So it sounds like a wholesome thing. Oh, it's made by Bones. Bones has made a lot of good stuff. Bunch of good stuff. Which I've obviously watched nothing because I never consume anime. It could be good, but it's not one I just can't add right now. Karakuri Circus, I think I have this in my plan to watch list. It's been going for what, 2 seasons now? Or I think. I honestly don't know. I honestly haven't heard of this in a while. So I don't quite know if it's good. 7.21, that's decent. It is in my plan to watch, so I might get into it eventually. Almost how we're done. Yoshikause, another comedy school of life was live. Who needs dialogue when you're this cute? The beautiful but unlucky Mamako, the cool, collected Shibumi, and the refreshingly innocent Mayumi, starring a silent manga. No speeches, no dialogue, just pictures, sound effects, and 3 high school girls living their daily lives. It's a short form, 5 minutes. Could probably add this. It could be like Honda-san, which was short and probably really good, and I didn't watch. I never watch anything. It sucks. Sara-san Mai. One day, 3 second-year middle school students. My bad. Kazuki Yasaka, Toikuji, and Etra Jinai meet a Kappa-like creature named Kepi, who is a self-proclaimed heir to the throne of the Kappa Kingdom. Kepi possibly takes the students Shirokidama, a medical organ Kappa steal through a person's anus, and they're transformed into Kappa. Kepi informs them, if you want to return to your former selves, you need to connect in that way. You must bring me the Shirokidama of zombies. Will the 3 boys be able to connect and take the Shirokidama of zombies? At the time, 2 policemen, Ryo Nibishi and Mayu Akutsu, try to do something at the police box where they are stationed. What? That's an interesting plot, I guess. That just sounds like a comedy, but it doesn't say comedy. So I'm gonna move to the next anime, which looks like a Tokyo Ghoul ripoff, just by poster. Mayonaka no Occult Komuin. Miyako Arata is a newly assigned to the Shinjuku Ward Office Nighttime Regional Relationship Department. Wait, is this actually Tokyo Ghoul? Each of Tokyo's 23 wards has one such department, establishing to mitigate paranormal and occult-related events. Arata's special skill is the understanding of non-human speech, and the story begins with him encountering a yokai at Shinjuku Gyoen Park, who refers to him as the legendary Heian-era exorcist Abe no Seimei. It is not Tokyo Ghoul. It actually has to do nothing. Sounds interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be more like action-packed, if it's gonna be like story, more like, oh well, that's just what yokai do. I don't know. Explain yokai. Let's see how it goes to this. It's on the list now, but another one that's not on my priority probably. Persona 5 the animation. Apparently the Persona animations are really terrible. I should just play the games. Also, it's one episode 50 minutes, so I guess not. Pop Team Epic TV special. I did not watch the original Pop Team Epic, so there is no point in me watching the TV special, especially if it's 1 hour. Hachikatsu no Cinderella 9 Sports Baseball. I haven't watched Little Busters, which I don't know if it's good, but it's a baseball anime, so let's see. In the game, the player takes the role of the unmanned former Little Senior League Baseball ace who lost his or her baseball career. Or is this it? After suffering an unspecified injury. No, this is not a game. The character moves to his or her grandmother's hometown and enrolls in the local high school. Well, this is a plot for the game. So it's just you get hurt, you move to another place, and return to former glory through baseball. I guess. Sports anime is weird for me. Diamond Ace 2, that's second season. It's baseball anime as well. Not watching. Like sports anime, I've seen only a few, and I really like them, but it's kind of weird to watch, honestly. Hangyakusei Million Arthur second season. Second season. That means we go to Robihachi. Neo Tokyo, the year GC 51, which marks a half century since first contact was made. Humans had obtained the super light speed navigation technology and formed a commonwealth of planets with aliens. A streak of bad luck is continuing for self-proclaimed freelancer reportage writer Robbie Dark, who is around 30 years old. He fails at work, so his contract is cut. His girlfriend leaves him, he nearly dies in a traffic accident, and debt collectors come after him. One day, a bag snatcher steals Robbie's bag and a young man helps him. Hachikita, an 18-year-old part-time worker, catches the criminal and returns Robbie's bag. Robbie offers him his gratitude and a meal in return. The pair discover they are complete opposites and soon part ways. However, Hachi turns up again in Robbie's life as a debt collector. Hachi explains that it's his part-time job working for a loan shark, Yan. A cat-and-mouse chase begins, and Yan's finance president Yan takes his subordinate Aurangara along for the ride. Robbie manages to loot Hachi and escape to space while shaking off Yan's group. Robbie thinks of escaping to Iskander, a distant and legendary planet in the Milky Way that is said to bring happiness to those who go there. Though Robbie thought he had escaped to space alone, he discovers Hachi inside his spaceship. The two decide to travel across the galaxy together in search for Iskander. So it's farther than a universe, but for boys in space. Sounds interesting, exploring anime stuff. Space things are always good, I guess. No one has ranked this because it's not out yet. Does it have source material? It doesn't look like it. It's original, yeah. Comet. What has Comet made? Initial D. School Rumble. I don't think I watched anything of this. Company. I have not. Let's hope it's good. There's not much I can add to most of this. They're pretty self-explanatory. That's why I'm ASMR reading them. Strike Witches 501. That's... Isn't that a sequel or something? There's a Strike Witches anime, right? Before that. Yes, there is. I don't like watching stuff like without watching the previous stuff, so yeah. Bakumatsu Crisis. The Bakumatsu was an area in which the souls of young men burning with anxiety for the country's future. Takasugi Shinsaku, a soldier fortune from Chosu, sneaks aboard a government ship with his comrade Katsuru Kogoro in search for a mysterious timepiece, with the power to manipulate time that he fears the government wishes to keep for themselves. Rather than allow such power to fall into the wrong hands, Takasugi plans to destroy the artifact, but having obtained it, the artifact is quickly stolen, forcing the pair to follow the mysterious thief to the seat of government in Kyoto. However, when they arrive in the capital, they discover that the government has been overthrown and the deity Susanoo now reigns in its place. The streets of the city and the people in them are much different than Takasugi and Katsura remembered. The times may have changed, but their mission hasn't. Takasugi and Katsura resolved to reset time and save their nation from the nefarious forces trying to hijack it. Okay, it sounds good. I guess there's some time traveling elements which are always really interesting. If they explain them and stuff. The main characters look edgy, which might be a problem. I hope they're not Kiritos, or I will drop this on the minute. Probably not. If I start it, I'll probably finish it. Only it's as bad as sale, but Okay, Yatogame-chan Kansatsuniki looks like a cooking show. Katsushin is a second year of high school student who moved to Aichi from Tokyo. He meets Monaka Yatagumi, who has a heavy Nagoya dialect. And he learns about Nagoya through joining a photography club. Oh, it's a photography? I guess this is like in order to make people visit the place. So that's cool. But I'm not going to Japan probably, so no point in me watching. God dang, I'm sorry, but it's kind of late, 11:30. I didn't sleep a lot. I'm talking a lot, Namu Abida Butsu, Rendai Utena. Shonen? No, fantasy historical. The pain everyone cannot escape when living. The living, old, sick, and death. The way to save it is through Buddhism enlightenment. At the end of the war, a prince who obtained the Buddhist enlightenment became the Shaka Nyorai and saved the world. Long time has passed since that. Currently, the later age of decadence. Mara, the worry that once tried to destroy Shaka's enlightenment, has made a contract with the devil in order to seek revenge against Shaka. He begins to control people with words. I'm just hard to keep reading, but I don't know. Stuff based on games is generally not good. I've come to find. So again, general consensus time. Kidu Senshi Gundam. Gundam. I am not that big into Gundams. I haven't really tried to watch them, so yeah. Another baseball anime. I've already seen 2 today, so no. Oh, and it has Touch as a background, so I guess I'm not watching either way. Amazing Stranger, comedy romance. It looks like it's a short form, so yeah, not watching a lot of those. It looks like what is that anime? Sailor Moon outfit. It's toys that come to life. No. King of Prism, Shiny 7 Stars. That looks like an idol anime. I haven't watched an idol anime since K-On. Honestly, don't feel like. Well, actually, no. I was watching. What was it? Deadman Saga. That idol anime. Zombieland Saga. There we go. So I guess that was the last thing I watched. I don't really enjoy them that much, so. Season 2, skipping. Almost done. This is actually quite way faster than last times. Bakugan Battle Planet. I haven't watched Bakugan in so long, and apparently this is a reboot. Since they also rebooted the card game. I'm probably not gonna watch. It's more aimed at kids, I guess. Generally, bottom ones I've found that are for children mostly, so I'm probably gonna skip most of this. Shimuto Go Japan. There's a new tough guy transfer student in Tokyo. His name is Tokyo, and he's raring to see how scrappy the locals are. But when he comes face to face with a Japan obsessed red haired kid that won't leave him alone until he tells him exactly what prefecture he's from, his life takes a turn for the crazy. This kid is into Japan obsessed. He developed a martial art based on all the different prefectures of his country. So it's an explore Japan anime, I guess. Star Twinkle Procure. That looks for children, but I have no idea what it is. And it's also leftovers, so skipping that. Cinderella Girls climax season. Is it chibi ones? I think maybe I have no idea, but IMAS is really good. But I haven't watched Cinderella Girls, so it's not that. Car fight. Try to sell toys. No, thank you. I got some friends. This also looks like it's trying to sell toys. Jewel Masters, same. Second season, not watching. Yokai Watch. Yeah, I guess it's cool, but not watching. And none of these last things are stuff I'll watch probably. There are a lot of seasons of things for kids generally, or stuff I'm not interested in, like Goma-chan. So yeah, I think that's it. That was really fast because I'm really tired. In the end, I added a good amount of anime. Was it like 5? This season I watched like 4 anime that I actually completed, so I could probably watch everything that I had added, but I probably won't. I'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.